All right, crazy Bears fans. 3 a.m. here, so we're gonna wrap this thing up. I have been researching Colston Loveland, putting the work in that you're gonna want to see in the morning. So I'll be snuggled away in my bed, sleeping in while you guys watch this video. So sorry, no instant reactions, but you guys are gonna want to hear everything that has to do with this video. This is the Colston Loveland breakdown as we get ready for day 2. Who are we going to pick day 2? There is so many options available. This is going to be a fun day for Bears fans. 39, 41. The whole board is open to us and potentiality of trading down with one of those picks. But either way, Ryan Ples has said they're going to let the board speak to them. We'll get to that in a minute. If you guys don't mind hitting that like button, subscribing, sharing with us with your friends. If you haven't subscribed by now, do it. This is a channel worth subscribing to. I promise you, you're going to love the Bears content. We are bringing it the best we can to you with as limited bias as we can and as much in-depth research as we can. So let's jump right into the sucker.
Yes, sir.
We gotta throw
Hey,
this
it's
in
Ryan
here.
Post from the Bears. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing great. How you doing?
Good. Ready to be a Chicago Bear?
Let's go, Coach. Come on, let's go.
Let's go.
I
Awesome,
appreciate
brother.
you.
Yeah,
You're gonna be great. Let's do it.
Oh, we are gonna be great. I'm gonna do hand you over to Coach Johnson now, okay?
Yep.
Someone's getting after their back.
Let's go. What we
Hey,
got,
Coach
man?
Johnson.
Tell
come
me
on now.
something now.
Come on now.
We cooking with hot grease now, man. I'm telling you.
Hey, thank you so much, Coach. I appreciate
Smart,
it. You don't know what you're
tough,
getting. Trust me.
explosive. I mean, what? Yeah, I know exactly what we're getting, man.
Come on.
You excited?
Yes, sir. I can't wait. I can't wait to be a
Good,
Bear.
good. Man, it's a huge. It's the first pick as a head coach, man. You're exactly what we're looking for, man. It's beautiful.
Coach, I appreciate you so much.
I appreciate you too.
Let's go be great. Let's go win games.
It's a match made in heaven. Hey, I'm gonna pass you off to our president here, okay? This is Kevin Warren.
All right.
All right, man.
Hey, Colston, congratulations.
Hey, how you doing? Thank you so much.
Good. Yeah, congratulations. We can't wait till you get here.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Time to win some championships.
Let's go win. Let's go
All right,
win.
go blue.
Yeah, go blue, baby. Let's go Bears. Come on, bear down.
That's right. You can't beat it, man. We're ready to go. Okay, we're
Let's
happy
go. I
for you,
appreciate
and this is the best franchise in the NFL. We can't wait till you get here.
I think that's my favorite part of the draft is watching those phone calls. They're so much fun. The next episode of 1920 Football Drive is going to be an absolute blast to watch. So that's my favorite part. You saw how hyped up Ryan Poles and Ben Johnson were. The big concern with Colston Loveland, he had a grade 5 ACL tear. I've had an ACL tear before when I was in a snowboarding accident. Not grade 5. Grade 5 means the whole thing freaking ripped apart. Success on those surgeries is pretty high, 80 to 90%. And when you're a professional or borderline professional athlete, you're going to get the best care possible. So he's going to come back from this. In fact, his surgeon and his doctor sent out letters to all 32 NFL teams before the combine, before the draft, telling them that he would be ready for training camp. And that lines up with the timeline of recovery from an ACL complete reconstructive surgery. It's a 5 to 6 month surgery. So he had it done in January. That puts him in line for June, July to return. And that's when you're looking, when we get back from this month break of nothingness in the middle, it's going to be right there in June, July. So he's going to be right there for the middle to the end of camp. He'll get into the playbook. Ryan Poles specifically mentioned how smart he is, how intelligent. He can handle a big playbook. So he'll be able to get into the playbook. He'll get working on it. He'll be there for all the stuff, and he'll be right in line. And it sounds like the surgery is not going to be an issue whatsoever. So the limited concern there is that. But I think a lot of fans, a lot of Bears fans especially, aren't real hot on this take because he wasn't pumped to the media. Like the media was not pumping Colston Loveland as tight end 1. There were very few outlets. There were only a couple that had him as tight end 1. Mostly because Tyler Warren and the role that he plays and the godly numbers that Tyler Warren had. Tyler Warren had the 1,300 yards and Colston Loveland had half of that. It wasn't all about that. There was multiple things that you saw on tape. So I'll bring Ryan Poles here. I'm not going to play his whole one. We could do that. The main thing with him is he called him Idaho tough. And it was fun when they talked about getting in the jet and flying around and seeing these guys. He brought up with Ryan Poles, have you ever, put up barbed wire or put up fence in Idaho? And Ryan Poles laughed about it. I love this kid even more. I grew up on a farm in central Utah. I get this kid's toughness. It's part of what I loved last year about Cade Stover, if you guys remember that, those who have been around the channel for a year. So I'm just going to summarize for you the press conference Ryan Poles had with Colston Loveland. Number one, and coming up, number one, he loved his versatility and energy, made him a perfect fit. He called Loveland's game not just one part, but the totality of what he can do. Praised the rookie's competitiveness and toughness, and praised him in the run blocking specifically, as well as his ability to stress the defenses. So we'll go into in just a minute here the different types of running or of tight ends that there are. I don't know why it bothers me to be off screen when I'm talking to you guys. I'm just going to make myself small. I'm sorry. It's just a thing for me. I apologize, guys. I do this all the time, but it makes it easier for me when I'm talking to you to know that I'm here. I don't know. Sorry. Number two, Poles noted the team had surveyed trade up options. A lot of people were questioning about this with Ashton Genty. This is a deep running back class. And for those who were live with me, those who have seen my aftermath, I'm not going to show it again, but I showed repeatedly William Wallace in Braveheart saying, hold, hold. I just did not want to trade away this valuable draft capital. Ryan Poles re-emphasized that in his press conference last night. He said, we made phone calls up and back just to kind of see where the landscape was, but concluded that moving up, i.e. trading 2 for 1, didn't make sense in this draft. Trading away 39 or 41 did not make sense with the needs this team had and the draft the way it was playing out. They did not see Ashton Genty as that must-have home run. He's going to fix everything for this team type of guy. They've got needs at 39 and 41, and this board is falling really nice. We're going to get to that at the end of this video as well. So looking ahead to day 2, Poles said the Bears would use their remaining picks, 39, 41, 72 at the end of a third round, to add impact players while following their board. He said they'd let the board lead them. He emphasized the team's philosophy on drafting the best player available rather than leaning on needs. Let me see here for a second. Let the draft board lead things to do its best, warning that forcing positional needs often leads to mistakes. And he specifically mentioned, if you're looking to force a need and there's this guy at the top that's the best player available, it kind of leaves you not doing the best thing for the team. So overall, good press conference by Ryan Poles. They were convicted in their decision. You watch his reaction with Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson mentioned this is my first pick as a head coach. He saw him as a Sam Laporta type. In fact, this isn't too terribly long. I do think it's worth sharing. Colston's on his iPhone last night, his press conference. So I'm going to share this with you guys.
To Chicago, man. How early in the process did you realize that the Bears would kind of zero in on you to make you the 10th pick?
Oh man, it wasn't until about pro day. I met with them at pro day in Michigan, and after the meeting, I felt like it went really good. I feel like they liked me. I liked them a lot, and but obviously you never know on this day, so I didn't know, but I feel like it went well. And now, man, they're in a place I'd rather be, so I'm excited for it.
At Finley.
What's that?
Oh, hey,
Sorry,
Colston.
just calling on our next recorder. Thank you.
Colston, tell me, how far along are you with your shoulder? The Bears said they think you'll be good by training camp.
Oh yeah.
And what's it been like, kind of having this injury and having to rehab it during a pretty important part in your life?
Yeah, it was difficult for sure. You never want to go through something like that during this process, but I'm a Christian. I believe in God, and I believe He's always got a path for us. And whatever He picks for us that's what it's meant to be. So I'm glad it was meant to be with the Bears. Like I said, I'm super excited, and yeah, I just thank God for this.
Josh Buckhalter.
Hi, Colston. Welcome to Chicago. Just talk to me about your experience the last couple of years. Went to that championship run, and then this year, kind of the going from that into maybe a down year during the season, but the hype in the pre-draft process.
Yeah, Michigan was a blessing to be able to go there. Loved it there, everything about it, the people, the town, the football, obviously. And I feel like, we won that national championship. Had a good couple years there. We did a lot. Wish obviously could have done better last year, but No, this whole process has been amazing. Like I said, like I'm one of the few to get to go through this and do this. So I'm taking it's a full blessing. I'm taking full advantage of it, and not taking it for granted. So yeah, it's super special. And yeah,
Thank you.
Jason Leisure.
Hey, Colston, what were your conversations like with Ben Johnson, and what was your excitement about the possibilities for you in that offense?
yeah, like I said, we met at pro day, and just love the guy. Obviously, before I even met him, just watching Detroit last year, the things that they were doing. Just he was like, man, really smart, knows what he's doing, knows football, and finally being able to talk with him, and meet with him, and kind of pick his brain. Number one fan of that guy for sure. He's legit. He's a stud, and I can't wait to be under that. I know he's going to put us in great positions, put Chicago in great positions to win games, and I'm just super excited for it.
Let's go to Kevin Fishbane.
Hey, Colson, congratulations. Jeff King was just talking about your upbringing, growing up in Gooding, Idaho, and talking about your toughness. Curious kind of your upbringing, how that kind of has shaped you, intangibles, and kind of your off the field mentality that the Bears really liked.
Yeah, like you said, coming from a place like this, very small town, blue collar, great community, great family. I was blessed, obviously, like my family, they had many sacrifices. They've sacrificed a lot for me to be here. So, and I know that, and I appreciate that, and I want to give it all back to them, eventually. So, just like it's been a process, and I feel like Idaho, like these people, I mean, I got 150 people with me right now, 500 more going to the country club to watch. So it's just the support system, and the people here really molded me to be a good person. Show humility, work hard, and just do the right things. And obviously going to continue to do that, and just strive.
Courtney Cronin.
Sorry, it's my first time using Zoom, Colston. Question for you on the, just all that you went through last year, obviously the shoulder and being able to come back from that too. I know that you probably touched on a lot of different topics with Ben Johnson. Did he mention anything just about, and you said that you had watched Detroit and all of that. Is there anything you see that he did for Sam Laporta that you think you could do in this offense as a rookie?
Well, yeah, that's what he told me after the meeting. I told him, they were kind of asking me, what are some of my favorite tight ends to watch, and I mentioned a couple, and I put Laporta's name in there. Shout out to him too, heck of a player. But Coach Johnson, he's like, yeah, you remind me a lot of him. We could do a lot of things. We obviously did a lot of things with Laporta, and he's like, yeah, I could see you doing a lot of those things as well. So that was pretty cool to hear. And obviously now seeing it all come full circle, I'm excited. No, he's great, and he's gonna do great for Chicago.
All right, last two. We're going to go Alex Shapiro, then Jason Leisure to close us out. Go ahead, Alex.
Congrats, Colston. I'm curious if you're familiar with Cole Kmet's game, and if so, how do you feel like the two of you can make an impact on the field together in 12 personnel?
Yeah, no, stud. And I think, nowadays, like this time, you see a lot of teams looking to kind of get two, well-rounded tight ends that can do a lot, put defenses in a bind. So I'm super stoked to kind of get in there and learn from him. Obviously he's been doing it for a while, really good at it. So I'm excited to be a little, he could be a mentor for me and kind of just get in there and attack it. Like you said, 12 personnel, having two tight ends that can do everything and do a lot of things. That messes with the defense, nickel, base, what are we going to play? So I'm super excited to get out there and beat all the guys and just get rolling.
And back to Jason to close us out. Go ahead, Jason.
Colston, how much do you know about Caleb Williams, and what have you seen in his game from afar?
Yeah, stud. I love his game. Just watching him, throughout college. He's that man. And I'm super excited. I mean, the arm talent on him, super smart, does everything the right way, from what I can tell. So I'm super excited. He gave me a call a little bit ago. So, we're looking to build that bond and just get with him and help the Bears win.
All right, so I purposefully put this in the background while that was going so you guys could see that going on. And the thing that I think it's bothering more than anything is people calling Colston Loveland Brock Wright. It's not even close to accurate. So I put this up here. I'm not going to go through each and every one of these. And it's not accurate to call Aaron Hernandez and Rob Gronkowski the situation either. because Gronk is more of a 3 here, a receiving tight end. And Aaron Hernandez is clearly, because that's one of the examples, a move tight end, an H-back. What you have more in this situation, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, because people can analyze these different ways, but I do see Durham Smythe clearly as a blocking tight end. I see Cole Kmet as a traditional inline tight end. That's just how I see those guys. Some would put Colston Loveland as a receiving tight end, as a 3. I'm going to put Colston Loveland more as a flex tight end because he has the size to be a blocking tight end, and he was even used in that example by Ryan Poles as a blocking tight end. He called him a great run blocking tight end, but he's also a great receiving tight end as well. So I'm going to call him a flex tight end. We'll see how they end up using them, but this is how I see them. So this is not even close. That would be more like calling Sam Laporta Colston Loveland. That's more of a close role for those two, and Cole Kmet would be closer to Brock Wright, but that's not really accurate either, because Brock Wright's going to be more of a 2, more of a move tight end like Aaron Hernandez or Jonnu Smith, but not nearly as good as that. They're comparing Brock Wright, who's really a tier 2 or 3 tight end, to a tier 1. We have 2 tier 1 tight ends, just different roles. So this is important to understand the different roles of these tight ends. Colston Loveland will probably see more receptions than Cole Kmet, but that doesn't take away the fact that Cole Kmet is a really good tight end and will probably see a good chunk too. It's like saying DJ Moore and Rome Odunze, and what are they going to get split of? I would bet Colston Loveland probably gets 60% of the receptions, Cole Kmet probably 40. And I'm gonna guess that Rome Odunze gets 60% of the receiver receptions, and DJ Moore gets 40. That's just, and obviously there's other receivers too. So maybe, 50, 40, 10, whatever we're going to say the mix of that is. But it's not accurate at all to call Colston Loveland a Brock Wright. It just does not fit what they're doing. You saw the reaction from Ben Johnson, and that's all any Bears fan really needs to see. Ben Johnson has led the league with his offenses the last couple years. He knows what he's doing. So if he's going and he's calling this kid Sam Laporta, he's talking with him. Colston Loveland said he likes Sam Laporta. Yeah, that's how we see you. That's how we want to use you. That's all you need to know. As Bears fans, that's all you need to know. They are going to use this kid, and they're going to utilize his talents and abilities and make him a strong point for the Bears. So now I will take me off screen. I'm going to update here, show you the updated board. So now you see I've updated to 73, and you can see over here Colston Loveland fills in that spot. So now we have 6 tight ends. Last year we had 6 tight ends. I don't see us adding another tight end, even in free agency, undrafted free agency. I think we're done with our tight ends. Cole Kmet, Colston Loveland, Durham Smythe, Stephen Carlson, Joel Wilson, Jordan Murray, really there for 90-man camp. Maybe one of them makes the practice squad. Maybe one of them earns a spot on another roster. I don't see us carrying 4, but either way, I think we're filled out there on the 90-man camp there. So you can see we filled him in here as one of our key needs. That is filled. Now running back, linebacker, left guard, offensive tackle, safety, defensive end, nose tackle, cornerback. He's filled that 10 spot. Now we have 39 and 41, 72 tomorrow. If we can trade back with one of those, say trade back with 41 and gather an extra pick, man, I'll be really excited about what we can do to round this team out and fill some of those needs. So we'll just run through it. Actually, I'm just going to run through because you guys have seen all that. But here is the wide receiver and tight end room now. And the nice thing Colston Loveland does is he fills that X role or even that slot role really well. We don't have to draft another wide receiver now. If one falls, and they talk about this with the board, let the board guide you. If there's a really good receiver that falls into place and the Bears like one, then go ahead and snag him. But if not, there's going to be plays where the Bears have 12 personnel on, where Cole Kmet and Cole Kmet and Colston Loveland fill that role, the 12 personnel. And then there's going to be sometimes when we use 11 personnel, but we kick Colston Loveland into the slot or into the X receiver. It's just the versatility that he has. So he's very valuable. Think about his size, 6'6", 250 pounds. He's a big receiver out there that's going to be able to do magical things for this team. So I don't think any fan should be crapping on this pick at all. Maybe it's not what we expected. In fact, I don't know anybody who did expect it. But just because we didn't expect it doesn't mean it doesn't make sense, because it makes sense. So here's all the other positions. This is the last thing I want to get to you guys. So as we stand now, here's the draft wish list. This is what's remaining. So you can see the ones that have fallen a little bit. Will Johnson, his knee injury must have been more severe, is what they're saying. Mike Green with his character concerns. Their teams are probably worried that maybe these sexual assaults were a bigger deal than what he's led them on to believe. Nick Emenwari, I had as a way higher prospect, and he has fallen. And what I put a tweet out. What's killing me is if the Bears aren't even taking a look at this kid, and we need a safety for Nick. I really like Nick Emenwari a lot. So I put a check mark next to the ones that kind of fit these needs of high prospect that fell, trenches, or running back. I don't really agree with a cornerback or a linebacker or anything else in these 39 or 41 picks. But with this range, you can see a lot of them fall. Now, if the Bears are analyzing the board and they see a lot of these ones fall to the later range, say there's one up here that they love. All right, great. Grab them with 39 if they fall to us, if one of these guys fall. Now, just because this board looks this way doesn't mean this is the way that the Bears board looks. So let's just pretend, however the Bears is organized. I'm just going to say if they have a bunch of green check marks here, and then the other green check marks are here, they've got these and they snag one here, and then they say, well, our next ones aren't until the mid-50s or whatever. We feel this is the same way other teams are, because you hear Ryan Poles talk about their trade simulator, or their draft simulator, and where they see things falling. They've got a pretty good idea of where team needs are and where teams are going to fall. They say, we feel pretty confident trading down with this 41 pick. Our top guys are gone. We picked one at 39 we felt really good about, but now we're kind of good until this range here. Let's trade down from 41 to 51 and pick up something in the 80-90 range. Dan freaking tastic. I would freaking love this. You can still pick up Jonas Savania, who I absolutely love, Caleb Johnson, Princely Umanmielen, Tate Ratledge, Alfred Collins. If they can do that and pick up another pick, this draft just got so freaking exciting for me and for every Bears fan. So there's a lot of options. If we pick at 39 and 41, great. That means there's two prospects that were high up on the list. They feel like those could have been, 20, 30 range guys. They could have been late first rounders. But in this draft, the way this board falls, it can work out really nicely for the Bears. You can feel my excitement. Even at 3 a.m, guys, you can feel my excitement about how this thing is coming together for the Bears. We've been prepping for this for months and months and months, and now it's coming together. You see Ben Johnson's vision with that first pick, and now you see we can fill the trenches. We can fill that running back role. We can fill defensive tackle, guard. We can fill these different things with these next picks coming up, potentially trade down and get another one. Baby, this is going to be fun. So, yeah, I think I'm not going to show any tape right now of Colston Loveland. We showed a few highlights yesterday. You guys can check those highlights out. But this is very exciting leading into day 2. We are going to be live for it. So come and join us again. It was great yesterday. Really fun watch party with everyone that was there yesterday. 300 plus in the chat. A lot of fun. Appreciate you guys being a part of this. And as always, just one more reminder. I appreciate it, you guys. If you don't mind hitting that like button, subscribing, sharing with your friends, hitting the notifications, I do appreciate it. Until next time, da Bears and bear down.
Bear down, sports making Chicago proud.